Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 3200, man. We've got a great show for you today. We've got a guest, man, Chad Hardy from Needle Fit Body is going to be with us. He's going to be talking about, I know the title says Black Men's Health, but we're going to be talking about everybody's health because we really want everybody getting healthy, eating right, and doing right, man. So we hope you enjoy the show. Stick with us. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, the 3200, you know how we connect. 3200 Magnolia was the address. Beaumont, Texas, had to do it like that. Wanna welcome everybody to the podcast. Plenty stories that we gotta explore. From the views of husbands, fathers, entrepreneurs, baby fathers, and workers. I know this though for certain. You gon' laugh, have a good time till your side hurting. 3200, but you already know this. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32 double O, let's go. 3200, but you already know this. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32 double O, let's go. Hey, yeah, make sure that you turn it
up. Hey, what's going on? I didn't even touch the computer, man. It just ended the whole intro.
You see another cool right here, so you gonna cut them out, right? That's how you do.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the show, man. Hey, real quick, man, before we get started, man, we gotta do a little house cleaning here. We gotta pay some bills here. Hey, man. First, we need you to do us a huge favor, man. We know if you're joining us, we want you to do us a huge favor. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, man. We want you to lighten up the comments today. Like I said, we got a guest on today. So we want to get all your questions in and whatever. But please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, man. If you're watching on YouTube, ring the bell for us, man, so you get notified whenever we add any videos up there. Also, man, 3200, we have partnered up with Grateful Apparel. Look, they have some dope clothes on there, man. And we want to help you out, man. If you go on their site, we can save you 15% off if you use the code D3200. If you go on there, you know, it's Labor Day weekend, man. You know, they got the sales on just about everything. Go to the site, check out their sales, then save an extra 15% off when you use D3200. So welcome everybody to the show. Leo, I got Leo with me today. What's happening with you, Leo?
Not much, man. Living a good life.
Living the good life. Great weekend. Good weekend.
Oh yeah, it was a great weekend. I ended up being in New Orleans with somebody named Black Ike for the football game. It was Bourbon Street. I haven't been in New Orleans since Katrina, so it was a good experience. Lots of fun. We do our football game thing every year. Couple of the brothers, but this year it was only two brothers, so it was two brothers versus New Orleans.
I think New Orleans won.
Yeah. I have to give
I still haven't recovered, man. But we're gonna talk about some recovery today, man, because we got our special guest with us today. We got Mr. Chad Hardy from Needle and Fit Body with us today. Welcome to the show, Chad.
Thank you. Good for having me.
So, Chad, man, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a lot about Needle and Fit Body and what you do, man.
Of course. So I have approximately about 17 years in the fitness industry, in between playing college football and serving in the military for 13 years. And I picked up a lot of experience along the way, and it's been a humbling journey in order to get to this point. And starting up, my own business and Needle and Fit Body, seemed like the perfect opportunity for me not only to expand my horizon when it comes to the fitness industry, but also give back to the community and make an impact.
Dope. So for those who don't know, what's Needle and Fit Body there? Tell us a little bit more about the gym and what services you guys offer.
Sure. So Fit Body Bootcamp is a HIIT style gym, which is pretty much mostly involved in short, intense bursts of exercises followed by brief recovery periods. It gained popularity over the last 10 years due to the amount of calories it burned, as well as improving the cardiovascular fitness, health, and boosting metabolism. So it's a really good strategy if you really want to reduce your weight, in the shortest amount possible while building muscle at the same time.
Dope, dope. So with the hit, man, 'cause I always see that, like you said, it's real popular. That hit, man, and we got Jonathan. Jonathan just joined us there. WHPH. Jonathan just joined us on the show. But the hit is real popular. It's gaining a whole lot of popularity, I think, amongst all the gyms there. Um, there's always that huge debate, like cardio versus weightlifting and whatever. It's like, where's hit in between that? I mean, how does hit fit in between that cardio and that weightlifting?
Sure, it offers benefits to both worlds. When it comes to, trying to get lean, there's no better way to go than hit. Obviously lifting weights, is going to make you bulk up and get you nice and strong. But, what we're going to do about that midsection? What are we going to do about all the excess fat? And that's where, hit comes in. Even bodybuilders use hit in order to, slim down to get in whatever type of weight category they're looking for. And when it comes to cardio, hey, whenever you, push your body as far as to these strength exercises and mix it with a little bit of cardio, it becomes really effective, whenever you're trying to lose weight, and not only lose weight, but get lean as well.
I'm trying to keep my midsection, man, because the dead bod is in. So I want to get everything else there, but keep the midsection.
So
Yeah, for a lot of men, our midsection is really our trouble areas. Like, we could be big in the upper body, but when it comes to that stomach, that's basically diet and a mixture of cardio and strength exercises is the only way to get that slim down a little bit. So if you're into the dad body, hey, stick to the gym. But if you want to slim down and you used to sitting your beer on it, then definitely try hit training, because it's definitely a better way to go.
is there a certain, because I know hit is high intensity, so is there like a pre-hit, like a slap class?
A
Something
slap.
for the beginner, you know what I mean? Because I know hit can be a little like the name say, intense. So is there
Mhm.
something that you guys usually start out with for beginners, or it's just like basic training?
So one of the best benefits about hit is for all levels for the most part, and because it's a timed activity, so for instance, right, and this just to go into hit training a little bit more, when I mentioned earlier about the short bursts followed by periods of rest, is what you do within those short bursts that makes it the most effective. So let's say one day, you can only do 5 repetitions within 30 seconds, right? And that's just slowly starting out. But hey, the next day, or the next week, you're going to do 7, and the next day you do 9, and it continually builds upon itself. So essentially, you're only in competition with yourself and making yourself to improve it on a daily basis.
Unless
You
you're
know,
in
so
class with a cute girl, then you in competition with the
whatever motivates you, like,
rest.
several of our members come to the gym for plenty different reasons. Some of it's just to, hey, they want to pick up their kids or their grandkids.
Mm.
Other people, they just want to fit into a suit or a dress. You know, Others, they just like to go to the beach and feel confident. So there's plenty of different reasons why, you'd want to get into the gym and focus on yourself to become a better version of yourself.
I see that. I see that, man.
Mhm.
I had two
Dope.
sons, so I just went to the gym so I can make sure I can punch them in the face and fight.
that's, that's the same motivation I got right now. My boy, he's 15 now, going on 16, man, and I know he's going to try me. So I've been in the gym hard, just working, getting ready for him, man.
Yeah. So
So,
you said military, Chad. Which branch?
I'm an Army.
Okay, all right. We forgive you.
Yeah, active Army Reserve.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
So, so Chad, I mean, you are owner of Needle and Fit Body there. So, uh, like, where's your motivation come from? What made you want to get into first the ownership part and then a gym, man? What was your motivation behind that?
Sure. So, number one is over the course of my life, I've, gained a lot of experience. And one of the best ways to utilize that experience is to give back to others. And I know that within our community, we have several different negative connotations when it comes to our health, all the way down to the food that we eat, to the amount that we work out. There's just a whole bunch of negativity surrounded by it and a whole bunch of adversity that we're facing as far as in order to get to the levels that we need to get to. Especially when it comes to the body positivity movement, there's a lot of negative things about the body positivity movement that can be expressed. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't love yourself and you shouldn't love the person that you are. But if you're at an unhealthy weight and an unhealthy BMI, then that's going to open you up to a lot of different negative side effects down the road. And that may not be a good conversation to have, not only with your doctor, but with your family and friends, because, that leads to several different complications. And so, with me realizing that, I definitely wanted to do something where I could give back to the community and make a positive impact along the way. And I feel like there wasn't no better route to go than doing something that I believed in. And I've been, into this hit style workouts ever since Sean T was in Insanity. I don't know if y'all remember that, back in the early 2010s.
Yeah.
And so, with
Yeah.
my gym right now and that style, there's several different similarities to what we do over here. And then also, in addition, you really don't need a lot of weight or equipment in order to do it. You just need accountability and time. That's it. And the motivation to do it.
That's dope. Oh yeah, good, good. Yeah, I did that in set, but I got kicked out of almost got kicked out of a hotel in Memphis because of the Insanity workout, man. I travel for work and I had the DVDs and stuff with me, man, and I played the DVD and I started doing it Insanity in my room and doing all the jumping and
They didn't feel like the ground was
people
shaking,
underneath
huh?
me did. Yeah. The people underneath me didn't like it. So.
Yeah, I remember the first
I still
time.
got-
Yeah, I remember the first time
Go
I
ahead.
did Insanity. It was number first time it was in Kuwait, and I did the whole program from front to back, and I was killing it, or at least I thought I was killing it, And then the second time was in Afghanistan, and then I did it again, and I was like, this is what I needed. And I mean, whenever that combined with a nice diet, the pounds just start shredding off of you, and there's no better way to lean out. Especially as you get older, you're not at the age and the point where you're trying to lift the whole gym. I know back in high school and college, I was trying to, lift 315 and fold five, just throwing it up, But now it's like, okay, I just want to be healthy. I just want to get better results. I just want to look decent, compared to my peers and to myself whenever I look in the mirror. So I can fit a nice suit, and that's my motivation behind it.
Dope, dope.
I thought you was
So you
going to
got
say when you
go
say
ahead.
you started. I thought you was going to say you was tired of watching them big Navy guys. Like, yeah.
Are you talking about trying to fit through that little bitty door?
Them lazy Air Force people and them big Navy guys motivated me to get a gym.
Nah. I have equal respect for all armed forces, and especially when it comes to those who, served overseas. It's different, whenever you're here than whenever you're OCONUS. But for the most part, hey, we all have our jobs, we all have our assignments, we all have our missions. So, I guess when I was a young service member, I thought differently. But now that I'm a little bit older, we all have our roles, and You give what you can, and hey, we are part of that 1%. So
1%. You kind of spoke on nutrition, man, a second ago. I want to go a little bit deeper into it. Like, I mean, the hit training is good, but like you're saying that just the training and exercise and law and all of that is not gonna, if you're trying to shred, it's not gonna help you shred. So, what should we be doing nutritional wise as we're working out doing the hit or any type of training? What type of nutrition should we be looking at?
sure, there's several different answers to this question depending on who you ask. And it could get very, very complicated when you're talking about macros and what you should and shouldn't put in your body. So I'm gonna go ahead and simplify it for the most part. Number one, if you want to achieve a certain transformation and a certain look, especially when it comes to weight loss, number one is you have to take in, less than what you're putting out. So you can't, expect to exceed your caloric level and still lose weight. It doesn't work like that. We have to focus on eating less and exercising more. And to be in a caloric deficit is the only way in order to lose weight. So, and caloric deficit is very easy to manage, actually, because they have several different apps and programs out there where you can monitor what you put into your body. It's even get down to the point where you could use your smartphone, scan a QR code, enter in the amount, and it automatically logs it for you, which is a pretty effective way to track how much you eat. And when it comes to the exercise that you do, it's that much easier. Whether you're running, whether you're performing hit training, within reason, there's a pretty accurate way in order to gauge how many calories that you burn throughout the course of a day. As well as your smartwatch tracks it as well. So, so nutrition is very, very important when it comes to your overall health. But just monitoring it along with a healthy, active routine is the best way in order for you to lose weight and get the results that you're looking for, or at least to start off with.
That's my hardest part, the tracking part. I did Noom, and Noom was working pretty good. And I'm on I can't remember the other app. I'm on a different app now, and I'm not gonna lie, that tracking is hard for me. It's just being disciplined. I guess is the hard part. Just being disciplined and doing it, and then even like it get annoying sometimes because they be telling you the app you hadn't ate lunch yet. You need to eat lunch. So it gets annoying at sometimes, but yeah. Yeah, but they are good, man. They are good, man. This guy at the gym I go to, he was trying to get me on the micro and macro. He just confused me, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch my calories. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. I think you worded it very very eloquently because like I did the 17-day diet, which was very effective for me. I mean, I lost I want to say I lost 30 pounds in 2 months, something like that. But in that diet for me, it taught me what actual food puts weight on me. And I think that's one of the main things and it also, I think a good diet also teach you how to eat in portions, certain portions, because I feel like as you said before, us as a people, we eat a lot. We grab big portions. So it taught me portion control and stuff like that. But me and my wife was on it, but it didn't work for my wife. You know what I mean? So I think with diets too, you gotta watch a certain one. She actually did another one and it worked a whole lot better for her. So I think the different body types and stuff like that. If you are, like you said, if you're disciplined enough to actually count, counting is good. I don't know. It's a I don't know. It's kind of a weird, kind of crazy thing, but at least get started with some type of diet to try to get healthy.
But Leo, to ask you a question, why didn't it work? And I think that's a question that we have to be honest with ourselves. To say, hey, why does it work? Is it part of personal accountability?
It didn't work for her. For her, the 17 diet didn't work. It worked for me because at the beginning it has phases. So at the beginning phase, it cut out a lot of the sugars.
Mm-hmm.
For her, she almost she did pass out, and we had to go to the hospital, and the doctor was like, okay, for that program, you're gonna have to actually need some sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as, she lost a little bit of weight, but hers wasn't as effective as mine.
Yeah. And I'm a big fan of, trying something different,
Yeah.
because obviously what you're doing to this point isn't working,
Mhm.
right? So what are you going to do? Either you're going to continue with the same narrative and keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. What is that? That's like
Insanity.
really the definition of insanity, right? So try what works. I mean, they have plenty of different programs out there. 17-day diet, what is 75 hard is another one. Keto. One of my favorites is intermittent fasting. And we haven't touched on that yet. But there's plenty of different diets and programs out there that's meant for several different body types.
Yeah.
And you just have to keep exploring and find out what works for you. But and it also takes an investment on your end too as well, because we're so easy to give up on whenever things get hard. Like we want the results, but also we like taking the easy way out. That doesn't bode well. And especially in our community, when the days of plastic surgery and all the other surgeries that you can get in order to achieve a look that what you see on social media or on TV. And it's like, okay, why don't you just try the first approach, which is improving your overall health, so that you can achieve that look or at least help you to it, and also whenever you finish that program, you're going to feel a whole heck of a lot better than if you just went underneath the knife and got it done. Mommy makeover, PBL, tummy tuck,
Yeah.
lipo. It's just so
And,
many out there. I
and
can't
a
even
lot
keep
of them,
track.
like you said, those programs like that, those surgeries,
Mhm.
you still supposed to try to keep yourself in shape after the surgery because it
Of
does,
course, of
you know,
course, healthy habits,
yeah,
healthy habits. And I do come across people that had those surgeries and they know that they need to get discipline in the form of their working out, whatever it is. And that's also whenever we come into the picture. Because with the active hit style workout, there's other different factors that we offer here at FitBody that helps you achieve that. Because what's the one thing that there never seems to be enough of within the day? What's that?
ah,
Time, right? And so a hit style workout is the most time efficient way to work out. Because of those short energy bursts, followed by a rest and then picking it back up again. It's also called interval training for a reason. You do it at intervals so that whenever you get rested, you exert yourself, you pretty much give as much as you can, and then you take a rest, you stop. And then you keep picking up again, and then you stop. You pick it up again. And you keep doing that until there's nothing left, and then you're tired, and then you go home. For most people that are out of shape, it really only takes, 5 to 10 minutes, right? But that 5 to 10 minutes turns into 15 to 20, turns into 20 to 30, and then you're able to pick up your pace, you know? So time efficient workouts. So our workouts here at FitBody are no longer than 30 minutes. That's all you need. If you give us 30, we call it our 2% challenge. 30 minutes a day, 2% of your day, for 3 days per week. That's all you need in order to get a substantial transformation, along with a semi-healthy diet. You don't even have to have the most healthiest diet. You just have to watch what you eat and cut out the Cinnabons and ice cream at 9, 10 o'clock at night, and you'll get there. So fat loss helps you burn calories, cardiovascular health, improves your heart health, muscle toning. We do that as well. Metabolic boost enhances your metabolism. And then also the good thing about like hit style workouts and over here at FitBody is the diversity. You'll never get bored. You ever feel like you go to a gym and you're like underneath the bar, like, okay, it's Monday, it's bench press day. Okay, it's Tuesday, we got the legs, we're underneath the squat bar. And then just working machines and it seems repetitive. Not over here. You're going to get a new workout every day that you'll be able to challenge yourself in order to create the best version of yourself that you can be, and then it mixes it up. And it's all within a program that's been proven, just like Insanity, just like all the other workouts to lose weight as long as you stick to it. And then over here, you have a family as well behind you. So you're not doing it alone. You're not at your house in your living room. Just be like, okay, what we got today? I done paid $40 or $80 a month to watch the person on TV telling me what I need to do. You're coming over here, this is a small community in between Beaumont and Port Arthur, where it's centralized. It's right off the freeway. You hop in, you hop out, and then you get the rest of the day to tend to your needs, whether it be work, whether it be family, whether it be your kids, whether it be cooking dinner, whatever it is. If you commit 30 minutes, 2% of your day, then you'll get to where you need to be and interacting with your certified coaches, and you'll be good to go.
So with that, man, because you talked about some of the exercise, man, tell us about some of the success stories you've had with HIIT and Need to Live Fit Body.
Oh man, I guess where do I start? Oh, it's like I seem like, and I'm sorry if I get emotional, but it is so gratifying every success story that I see. And I've had several since I've been here. But all those people had one thing in common: consistency, right? So they say, hey, I need help. They wave their flag. They be like, hey, this is what I need to do in order to get to the level of I want. And some people just have modest goals. Hey, I just want to fit in a size 12, or I want to fit in a size 8, or hey, I just want to get rid of this beer belly. I don't want to have to hold my drink here, when I sit down. I have a wedding coming up. I want to look good, and so this one member, I know she's not gonna mind me mention her name, but her name is Brandy. And Brandy came in, and I mean, she killed it. And she only did the 3 days per week to start off, which is recommended, because obviously you don't want to injure yourself, which I'll get into later. But she stayed consistent for 3 days per week, and then it started to become a habit. And then she ended up being 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Husband, 2 kids, active in sports, and she just stayed consistent throughout. And before you knew it, 50 pounds gone just like that. And then now it's a lifestyle. It's like, okay, I'm not going back. But she knows as long as she does something, and she knows that she has her family. She walks into class every session at noon. She knows everybody's name, and she's comfortable. She doesn't have to go into a big box gym and feel intimidated by all the machines and the people and the weights and society. And then she's ready to go, And then another member by the name of Andrea, she did really good. She's just started her journey about 3 months ago, and she's been killing it every day, 5 days per week. Because she has a goal set in mind. She brings her kids in, so we have childcare for our 9:30 and 8:30 and 9:30 sessions, and she puts her kids in the room, and then she's good to go. And just story after story. Men's health too. A lot of our guys, like I said, got to get rid of that midsection, come in there just for substantial changes within their midsection. And so they have the whole class behind it. They push themselves harder than they ever pushed before, and they end up getting the results that they need.
Oh, like it. I like it. So what really sets your gym apart from others? Because we've got a lot of gyms in Southeast Texas, and I think this last year we probably got about 4 or 5 more gyms that opened up there. So why should I be looking at your gym other than these other ones?
Sure, yeah. Post COVID, like everybody is, looking to get in shape. Everybody's out. They're more self-conscious. They're more aware, knowing that, hey, it's behind you. COVID is behind us, and we need to get back into the gym as far as health, making better decisions for ourselves. And so I would have to say our family-friendly atmosphere. Like you're going to come here, you're not going to be judged. You're going to come here, and you're going to work. Okay, that's far apart. It's a 30-minute session, you're in and out. Now, whether or not you want to stay and mingle and talk to your friends and, the other members that are here, that's up to you, but, our gym is pretty much meant for professionals that know that they need to make a change in life and know that they have a limited amount of time to do it. And so that's why we have 9 sessions throughout the day that offer you a variety of times to work out. You're in, you're out, and you're all off to about your day, And so, that pretty much sets us apart. And it's also the next best option to personal training that's out there, because with personal training, you could spend 60, 90, $100 a day, depending on the trainer that you get for the one-on-one session, But for those that are looking for a more cost-effective option, we have group training, which our sessions run anywhere between 5 to 12 people. You're getting a similar accountability. You're getting demonstrations on how to do each workout effectively, and you're making the most of your time. So with that, there's really no better way than to at least start off, here at FitBody to see what we offer. And if it works for you, then great. If not, then there's plenty of other gyms out there that you have to choose from, but at least, you're making a recommendation to come by here in order for you to get a good workout and to see if there's something that fits your lifestyle.
Good. Hey, like I had an injury, pretty
Mhm.
bad injury, about a year ago. So, and I was working out and doing good before I had this injury, and the injury put me out, and it put me out for a while. Put me out for almost 8 months before I got back into the gym and started getting back in shape and stuff. Um, but with the hit, the high intensity stuff, like how do y'all keep people safe? How do you keep people from getting injured and people who may have had previous injuries? You know what I mean? Do you recommend that hit for them?
Sure. So, I mean, let's be real. Like we're getting up there, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
older that we get, things don't really work how they used to work in our teens and in our 20s. And I feel it every day I come up to the gym. There's always like a popping or a cracking or something, And I remember there's anything different with them as well. I would have to say anywhere between 50 to 70% of our members have something wrong with them. Not wrong with them as in wrong with them, but wrong with them as in a previous injury, maybe a lingering injury, maybe a sharp pain, something to that nature, right? And so it's and so we have what's called modifications, right? And so we understand that our members can't do everything the way that it's meant, right? So let's say one workout is like a jumping jack, right? And for some people, such as myself, I have like plantar fasciitis. If you don't know what plantar fasciitis, it means your tendons in your feet are stretched, right? And so that could cause severe pain in your feet. Well, sometimes my feet, are just unbearable. And so we have a modification of a jumping jack where you just step out to the side. You step off to the left, you step off to the right. And with that, you're not getting the full benefit of the jumping jacks as far as the cardiovascular benefit, but you're still getting a workout and you're doing something. And the thing with hit workouts is as long as you're doing something, you're going to eventually maximize what you're doing, you know. So you may not on this iteration maximize your heart level to get to the 150, 160 that your target rate is, but you're still keeping it up, you're still being active, and you'll get that benefit on the next station, something that you are able to do. So our coaches are really trained in order to communicate that to our clients so that whenever they communicate back, they'd be like, okay, here's the modification that you can do in lieu of the recommended workout of the day. And our members absolutely love that because they don't want to be out of the fight, but they just want to make sure that they still are active and that they still could get a workout while they're here.
Are there like age restrictions or anything like that?
No, not at all. Like our oldest member, I know she doesn't mind. She brags about her age all the time. Is 69 years old, and I'd say over half of the workout she do is modifications. But she knows that she still needs to keep an active lifestyle because the second that she stops, she knows that that's not going to be good for her health. You know, and so there's no age restriction as far as maximum, minimum. We have liability waivers, and we can talk about that on a case to case basis because it goes off a maturity level and accountability for the parent. But before maximum, it's up to you. And we do lean on the recommendations of your doctor to see if you're active enough for physical activity. Sound like a commercial, right?
All right, man, because we got an auntie that's 101, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know about your auntie. I don't.
She
I mean,
probably
she should.
she's pretty active. Period.
Yeah, she's pretty
So she
active.
probably
yeah.
outdo quite a few people up in there. It wouldn't
They
surprise.
give them for a run for their morning, huh? Run for their money. No, but we definitely have older members that are active within their 60s. So if you're in your 60s, I do recommend that you do at least try to give us a chance. And at a bare minimum, do something. Because just age should have a restriction on your activity level. So but to answer you, but to answer, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Chad. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to answer your question as far as for beginners as well. So I know age could be a concern, but whenever we talked about the beginner level for those that they just don't know where to start, and a lot of people contact us because they just don't know where to start. They know that they have a problem, when it comes to their weight. They know that they're at unhealthy BMI level, and they know they need to do something. So I believe our facility is the best option whenever you're just, hey, accountability is one thing, but hey, I want to do a workout or a routine and I don't want to hurt myself, which is a pretty common question or concern that you should have. Well, our coaches are definitely trained in order for them to demonstrate all the exercises to our clients to ensure that number one, you don't hurt yourself. Because safety is by far the most important thing. Because if you hurt yourself and you're out the game, then you're never going to get the results that you want. So, number one, to do each exercise correctly. Number two, doing it efficiently. And three, effectively, in order for you to get the results that you want. And so we definitely, train our coaches in order for them to be mindful of all the newcomers, that come into our facility, and make sure that we give them that type of instruction so that they are comfortable doing the workouts correctly and so that they can get the most out of it.
Good. Yeah, we're sitting here with Chad Hardy of Needle and Fit Body, talking about HIIT and also talking about Needle and Fit Body Gym. Leo, you had another question?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make sure we did this. We post the hours of operation for their facility and address. I know it's a 5:15 a.m. That's the best time, right?
Oh, that's you right there. I see it all day.
Yeah, that's me. I'm up at 4, so that 5:15 is just right, actually. For me, as far as
I'm not doubting you. I'm not doubting you, Leo. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's to me. That's the like I'm a regular gym person, even though you really can't tell all the way now. But I think it's like you said. It's kind of like I start getting into the boring thing. It's kind of like Monday is this, Tuesday is that, whatever. So something like this would be perfect. But most time I go early in the morning because I hate. And this is a great thing too. If you're a person like me who you go in the gym and you want to get to the workout and do what you gotta do and go to different stations, but you have the people who come in there and they like to talk and chill with each other and everything else, and you trying to get to the bench and they just like, oh, how was your weekend, Johnny? So most of the time that early morning session, those people ain't in there. It's usually people who are focused. So that's how it's like that early morning session is always the best time, gym time to me.
Yeah.
But HIIT, like you said, is even better because you're moving so much to where those type people, they'll do it after the class. They ain't got time to do it during the class.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Leo. We don't even allow cell phones or anything on the mat. Like that is no go because you just don't have time. You know, the only thing that we allow on the mat is water and maybe a cloth to wipe your sweat. You know, because everything else is just boom, boom, boom. If you're able to have conversations on the mat, then that means you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you're not maximizing your time. You know, and as much as I want to be customer friendly and say, hey, keep the talking to a minimal, I'm like, hey, I'm here to deliver you results. You know, you know that's why you're here, that's why you dedicate the time, that's why you pay your membership fees, and so let's make it happen.
That's dope. No tripods or TikTok videos in the middle of the workout.
Nah.
Yeah, that too, man. Regular gym, man. People that started doing that now. You waiting on them, and they got the camera up, and they might do 2 or 3 little work while they're
Spit
recording,
water on
and then they
themselves.
stop. You're like, what the world's going on here? So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
all that tomfoolery, I guess, is stopped and done when you go see Mr. Chad at a Needle and Fit Body. You ain't got time for that. You ain't got time.
So how do you accommodate members with specific goals like muscle, fat loss within your program? 'Cause I'm pretty sure like the big bodybuilders, they the ones that really hate cardio. Like the big muscular bodybuilders. Like how do you accommodate those type of guys with those goals?
Sure. So because our gym is such a niche gym, if you're into bodybuilding and that's something that you want to do, to be honest, I wouldn't recommend you to come here. You know, like I'm not about to, tell you that we deliver a certain amount of results, if you're trying to increase muscle mass to the point where you want to compete for bodybuilding. Like I said, this gym is for 2 reasons: weight loss and for you to lean out. So if you're looking to achieve those goals, then come see me. Anything else, unless there's something else I haven't heard yet, then that's a conversation that we can have.
Go. So let me see. So what about the future? Future of your gym, future hit there. What do you expect to happen here within the next few years here with your program?
Sure. So, as far as what I see in the future, in a post-COVID world, I only see growth from here on out. I think the biggest thing is awareness that people can take from it. Our gym isn't the type of gym where you pay $10 a month and you can just come whenever you please. We're here for a specific purpose. Similar like whenever you go to a doctor. Whenever you go to a doctor, you say, hey, I want you to fix what's wrong, right? We're the same way. Hey, you come to us with a problem and we're going to fix it, or at least help you, guide you in the direction in order for you to fix it. So whenever people start realizing that, hey, number one, I can't do this on my own and I need a little bit of help, then that's when, our business is going to take it to the next level, which right now is exposure, because a lot of people, especially in the Needle and Port Arthur area, really didn't know that we existed. We're just this thing that they see a sign, that comes across on the freeway whenever they pass by right now. But with the increased marketing that we've done over the last 6 to 9 months, we're starting slowly to get out there to the masses to say that, hey, we're a valid option that you have to choose from instead of the Planet Fitnesses or the Crunch or the Exogens, where you just go and then you're just lost. Over here, you matter and we treat you like you matter. And if you don't feel like you matter, then that's a problem with us, which we haven't had to this point. But number one, whenever you sign up with us, we understand that number one, this is a contract between you and me. Your job is to come in at least a minimum of 3 days a week, hopefully 4, and our job is to give you the best hit experience that you've ever had. And so if you do your job and just give us a chance for us to do our job, and we'll get you the results that you need before you have to go under the knife. Because once you get under that knife, hey, it's like you said before, it's only going to be temporary until you come back to see us. But we're over here to build healthy habits in order for you to achieve the goals that you need.
Good. So, Chad, we want to thank you again for coming on and sharing Needle and Fit by sharing yourself, giving us this knowledge to get us in the right steps towards health. Information, man. How do we learn more about FitBody? How do we follow FitBody? What platforms can we find it? And how do we sign up for these classes?
Sure, you can reach us on Facebook at Needle and Fit Body Bootcamp, Instagram, FBBC_Needling. Our address is listed right there, 401 South Memorial Freeway. We're right in between the Schooners and the Mama Kims, right before Needleland Avenue, right off of 69. You can't miss us. Our phone number, 409-527-9876. I believe that's it. And and that's also a textable number. So if you could just text us, your name and email address, we'll definitely be able to get back to you and schedule a consultation. You could also schedule consultations free of charge on our Facebook page. So you'll be able, whenever you go there, you can see a link saying schedule consultation. Just submit it. We have our hours updated. And just let us know and just reach out to us or swing by. Even though we don't do walk-ins because our classes are by appointment only. So it's definitely better that you call, email, text ahead of time so that we can definitely make time to schedule that consultation, because it's very important that we build a relationship with you, find out what your ultimate goals are, what you're looking to accomplish. And so that we can get you to that point. Just now we're starting our fall challenges, so we have a 3-week challenge. So just come ask more information and we'll let you know all about it.
Dope. See, Chad, that's the hard part, man. You're right between 2 great restaurants, man, and you get out the gym, man. That's why you gotta do the morning, man. You skip that, man.
Everything in moderation, right? Everything in moderation. Don't eat the full servings is what I say. Don't clean your plate. I know we grew up in that time where, hey, if it's on your plate, eat it. But yeah. I think that's one of the worst advice that we picked up in our growing up when it comes to our diet. Eat everything on your plate.
Yeah, to add to that, even as adults, you find yourself, if you pay for it, you're going to eat it all. Yeah. And like I know most husbands, most of us guys, our wives or girlfriend or whatever, she don't finish it. What we do, we eat it.
Yeah. Hey, it gets one day in the fridge, right? If she eat it by that one day, dude, we are in there. She can get mad if she won't. I just tell her who paid for it.
Yeah. She said, made me pay for this steak. She knew she wasn't gonna eat it all. She said, "Eat this salad."
Yeah. I'm not hungry.
I think that's the evil side of the food too, because they'll bring you stuff. They trying to keep us chubby.
Yeah, I know it. I was nice and thin. I was 120 pounds when I met my wife, man. She got pregnant. She made me eat with her. Thanks again, Chad. Chad, how do we contact you, man? If we want to follow you or whatever, where can we find you at?
Yeah, just Facebook, Needle and Fit Body Bootcamp, Instagram, FBBC_Needling. Or you could call us or text us 409-527-9876. Too easy.
Oh yeah.
And I'm pretty sure y'all gonna put everything in the bio, like at the bottom.
We're gonna.
Yeah. Drop all that information in there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everything will be down below. We do final words, man. Final words, man. Look, it is very important, man. We had Mika Clark. I'll never forget her interview because she's told us if you catch diabetes, they might cut your junk off, and that motivated me from that day. But your health is important to you, man. And like you said earlier, man, body positive. Nothing's wrong with being body positive and loving yourself, but do not love yourself to death. Literally, you know what I mean. Take care of yourself. Be find the gym, man. Look what they got going on at Needland Fit Body. What I love and what I got from this whole interview is because it's tight knit. They're a tight knit family. You can get the attention you want, and get the care that you need. So I recommend, highly recommend taking that gym. But take care of yourselves. There's apps and everything, like he said earlier. There's apps and everything to help you control and maintain a healthy lifestyle. So go for it, man. There's nothing wrong with it. Leo, you got last words, and then we'll let Chad finish it off.
Yeah, I think this is great. I think your gym is great. It's good on 2 points, like I said. For people like me who get a little bored in the gym, I think joining your gym and doing something like that, it would give them, the motivation they need, and it doesn't take that much time, and that's a great thing because we all are fast paced world, and we got to get in there and do it. You wanna, as you get older, I'm 47. You wanna be able to, when your kids get out of your house and you're an empty nester, you want to be able to move around, see the world, and do everything else. But if you're not taking care of your body and taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to do that. So having something like this to me is a great program, and kudos to you and your crew on what you're doing to help our community and just help people in general, because being healthy is a great thing, and it will help you be there to see generations of your kids, like we said, our auntie be 101 years old and still moving around and still got your good mind and everything else. So I say, if you're not going to do his, do something. Get moving. Get moving. Try to work. And if you can't, go see Chad. Go see Chad. Let those guys help you be a better you. Because that's how we want to be. It's better us.
Thank you, Leo. Any last words there, Chad?
No, I mean, you pretty much said everything. I mean, take charge of your life, this is for you and your future. Tomorrow isn't given to us. Make the most of what we have today. You never want to get too far gone to the point where you end up regretting that you should have done something sooner. There's too many stories that I know of people in my family and outside of my family, that, the worst has happened to them, strokes, high, even little thing like high blood pressure, hypertension, all that can be cured with fitness, just working out, 3 times a week, doing something, and don't do it for yourself, do it for your loved ones because they still care about you. They want to make sure that you're healthy, and they want to see you succeed. And you don't ever know what type of influence you may have on them for them to start taking care of themselves too. It's too easy for us to, just say, hey, I just need to do it for myself. But there's plenty of people looking up to you as well. So just keep that in mind. If you don't come over here, I just encourage you to do something, to improve your health, for your future and for your loved ones.
All right. All right. Thanks again there, Chad. Jonathan, man, you missed the entire show.
You got to get your steps in.
Hey, I'm working. I'm working. It's all about health.
No.
I gotta supply good health habits to my clients, but I would definitely wanted to make it. We had one guy at a mixer that I was at, and that's what he was talking about as well. He was saying, just think about how long, just sit back, and the next time you have to use the restroom, see how long it takes for you to go to the restroom, and that right there can open your eyes a lot. So and I had thought about it. I was like, yeah, sometimes I do hold it, too long. So, it's just little things like that you don't really think about. But then you start to analyze your whole life and you're like, yeah, I'm putting everything before myself. So, yeah, sorry I missed the show.
You tried, man. That was a good word. That was a good word here for the 2 seconds you made it, man. That was good. Hey, Chad, man. Once again, man, make sure y'all go and check out Needleland Fit Body, man, and jump up in that HIIT program and lose some weight, man. I know summer's almost over, so I know the motivation is out of there, but hey, man, the holidays are coming, man. This is my goal. Every year I try to lose as much weight before Thanksgiving and Christmas so I don't be as big in the wintertime, man. But get your body right. Start now. Don't wait till New Year. Don't wait till the Mondays. Everybody always want to say, I'm going to start Monday. Like, no, go tomorrow. Start tomorrow, man. Again, Chad, we appreciate you coming and sharing everything with us today, man. We will be probably inviting you on another show, man, and talk some more about health, man. I know we didn't have a lot of time to cover everything, but we might be getting you back on the show, talk a little bit more about health and find out, how can we do better. Once again, man, thank everybody for coming on the show. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll see you here next time on the 3200.
3200.